What's up, everybody? Welcome to Joeking Podcast, episode 13. Thank you guys for tuning in. For those of you who do not know, there are a few different types of episodes within the Joeking Podcast, one of them being a Q&A. This is where Ashley, my beautiful co-host, brings me questions that she thinks would be interesting for me to answer on our podcast. She's always said that people need to hear me talk more, so she gathers questions. I bring her the answers. We also have Gym Talk with a J, J-Y-M. That's where we go in and we talk about anything and everything fitness related. We are gym owners, so we talk about the gym. We talk about owning the gym. We talk about gym machines, nutrition, steroids, peptides, all kinds of different things, transformations, our walk, our journey in this industry and in this world. And then we have Joe versus the internet. That's probably our most controversial thing because we talk about videos on the internet. Sometimes we talk about politics. Sometimes we talk about, all kinds of random shit. We just find videos, or actually we'll find videos on the internet and bring them to me in real time. And I will talk about them, give my opinion about it, talk some shit if I need to talk some shit, and so on and so forth. And today we're doing Joe versus the internet. All right. So speaking of the internet, it's been a hell of a last 2 weeks on the internet since I put out one of my vlogs pertaining to the tattoo industry, the tattoo shop, just talking about my journey, how I got started in the tattoo industry, the things that I had to do, the things I had to put up with, how I opened the tattoo shop, all these things. And there was a section of my little vlog to where I was saying that, basically I'm not going to let anything fucking stop me. I don't give a shit if you want to apprentice me. I don't give a fuck if you support me. I don't care if you don't like me or want me to tattoo. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to do it, something along those lines, right? I don't remember exactly verbatim, but I posted that clip and this thing got thousands and thousands of views. It got hundreds of shares, reposts. People were sharing it to their stories, tagging me, all these things. So all the things that were shared to the story, all the reposts and messages that I got, they were positive. But almost what I would say like 95% of the comments were like just fucking craziness. Yeah. They were so mean, so rude, and just like super shit talking to me. Just because I don't even know why. Like, I really don't know why, but people kept calling me egotistical, arrogant, cocky, and that I'm what's wrong with the tattoo industry, and saying that you still have to be willing to learn, bro. You don't know everything, things like that. And people telling me that, I don't know, and then also like, they're just like thinking that I'm this person from this little, maybe 15-second clip. One guy jumped on there and just called me, he said, "You're a fat piece of shit." And it's like, what the fuck? This had nothing to do with anything at all.
No kind of criticism, even just that, as far as what you were actually talking about.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe can you move the mic down a little bit towards your mouth? The gray part. There you go. Perfect. So he didn't even comment on anything about tattoo. Nothing. And the guys who did comment about things pertaining to tattooing, they were just telling me that you suck. You're so egotistical, but your work sucks. You're so arrogant, but you need work. Your mindset's great, but your tattoos suck. Like, it's just mostly like negative bullshit. And it got to the point where I'm so like fucking tired of seeing this post already, even me myself, So it's kind of crazy. Like, today's Joe versus the internet. And so we're talking about the internet right now. And you always think about like, people want to go viral. Yeah. People want their videos to pop off. People want to get followers and get some credibility. There's like this fame thing thing that comes with it, and, I do want that. I want, who doesn't want that? People put all this work into social media, and people want to be heard. People want to feel seen, all these things. Right. And I really like the idea of helping tons and tons and tons of people. Right. But there's also that flip side to the coin, to where these fucking people, there's just people on the internet who are so fucking mean and rude as fuck, so that comes with it, so now that I finally had one of these most authentic videos that I've ever put out talking about me in the tattoo industry, there's just so much hate that comes with it, so it's like a two-sided coin for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy to me because all I saw was your perseverance, that you didn't give up, your grit.
Right.
And you even had the confidence to just go out and be a go-getter. Like, I don't see what's not inspiring about that.
Right. One guy commented, he was like, "Bro, this isn't inspiring at all. This is egotistical and whatever." Mm-hmm. But it's like, first of all, I didn't say it was inspiring. Mm-hmm. Nobody did. Mm-hmm. That wasn't even in the caption or anything. So maybe he just feels like I'm trying to be this inspiring person, so he just wants to say it's not inspiring. I don't know. Yeah. All I'm doing is telling my story, saying what I went through, saying the mindset that I had, telling people the things that I went through and what I did to overcome them. Mm-hmm. Right. And I don't know, like how you said, there's nothing that you could see about the video that was like crazy or like horrible. Like, why would these people be so mad? They're so fucking mad.
It's
They're
so
pissed off at me, dude.
It's so inspiring. And I know that there's people in other kinds of fields, like let's say a WWE superstar,
Mhm.
a football player,
Okay.
an artist. Like some of them have done the same thing where they just had to go out and get it.
Yeah.
How many people have we seen, like as far as celebrity musicians, artists, like that they went to so many different, what is it called, record labels and stuff?
Yeah.
That they eventually couldn't land anywhere and they had to make their own record label.
Yeah, they just had to do something about it. And by them saying, let's just say, for example, like what happened with me was like, if somebody came out and said, yeah, so, fuck them, I had to make my own record label, I did this and I did that, man, I didn't let anybody stop me. And then people start saying, well, you're just an egotistical fucking bitch, aren't you? It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck do you mean? Like, so I'm egotistical because I did everything that I had to do. I set my mind straight. I didn't let nobody stop me. And I'm telling you this. And that makes me an arrogant fucking asshole. That makes me a scumbag. This guy called me a scumbag. He was like, you're a scumbag. You're what's wrong with this industry. And I'm like,
because you didn't. So I would have never even known this was a thing. I never even heard of a tattoo apprentice till I met you.
okay.
So is that what it is? Is that they're so mad that you didn't get apprenticed?
I guess.
Yeah.
That's one of the very few things that I can think of. Like, I guess that I didn't do it the way they think that I should have done it. So it's wrong.
Like if you would have said everything you said, but then you had this story where it was like, and then this one man decided I would be his apprentice. That would have changed it?
Honestly, with these fucking people, probably not.
Yeah.
These people are always going to find something fucking wrong.
Yeah.
And if I'm confident about it, I'm wrong. If I'm bold, I'm wrong. I saw this video for Mike's, I think his name is Summerfield, the bodybuilder. Is it Summerfield?
I do not know.
Summerfield?
I bet you anything I know the face.
Yeah, he's on our TVs here all the time on the gym. He's a beard. I sent him a video. I sent you a video of him and his wife on stage at one time when he won that bodybuilding show where he brought his wife on stage.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's Summerfield. Fucking badass bodybuilder. He posted this reel the other day, and the voiceover on it, it said, if you work really hard, they say that you're obsessed. If you take a day off, they say you're weak. If you win, they say you got lucky. If you lose, you're a failure. Dude, no matter what, basically.
No matter what.
Like, and he was saying, like, dude, it doesn't, like, fuck them, basically.
Yeah, you're doing
They're always going to have some shit to say. People are always going to find the negative in what we're trying to do, what we're doing, especially if we're a go-getter, we're doing things, we got a fucking business, I'm working on my body, sculpting myself, trying to be a bodybuilder, whatever the fuck it is, being a tattooer. Like, people are always going to find some stupid-ass fucking shit to say. And it pisses me the fuck off. Like, I don't understand why people have to be so fucking mean and rude. And I always say it all the time, like, our default setting is negativity. So I've said this in the podcast before, but I'll say it again. If you were to like reset your phone, like to default it, like completely wipe everything clean, it has like a specific setting for it, a default setting, right? There's no personality to it. It hasn't been dialed into you and what you want, right? Our default setting as a human, if we were to wipe ourselves clean, start from scratch, we are negative. We have to fight and learn and will to be positive, right? These fucking people, they just give into that negativity. Whatever fucking thoughts come into their head that are negative, they type it out on the internet and put it out. There's no inner dialogue that says, hey, this is probably wrong. Hey, what if this dude's trying not to fucking kill himself? Hey, what if I hurt this dude's feelings? Hey, what if this woman is going through a lot and I'm about to call her fat and saying she's wearing too much makeup? People don't fucking have this inner dialogue of a conversation between their inner being and their mind. Okay, there's no conversation taking place going back and forth. So they just do. If they feel like going out and drinking, they're going to do it. There's no thought. If they feel like drinking and driving, they're going to do it. If they don't feel like going to the gym, they're not going to do it. If they feel, they just react to their feelings. They feel and they do. They feel and they say. And I think that that's what a lot of these fucking dumbass motherfuckers are doing. There's no inner dialogue. There's no thought process. There's no, hey, is this wrong?
It's their subconsciousness, though, that's also reacting because that's a reflection of how they feel in themselves.
Yeah, it's their soul. They're speaking from their soul.
They hate themselves sometimes.
Yeah, I think, and they'll never admit it. They'll never admit it, that there's something wrong with them. You
gotta hate yourself if you're just over here commenting on my husband on his tattoo post. You're a fat lard. You're a fat lard.
Fat lard of shit.
Fat lard of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to really hate yourself. That's it. That was the only comment.
Yeah, that's all he said.
That's all he said. You're a fat lard of shit.
Yeah, and it's fucking crazy, dude.
Little,
Cuckoo.
Like
you just want to fucking, and that was just one comment that they left. I can't imagine all the comments.
I can't imagine how he had a public page and everything. I can't imagine how you talk to the people you love.
Yeah, dude, no shit. That's, and all of them are men. They're all men. I think there was a few women that commented on it, but none of the women had really anything negative to say on that post specifically. You know, but you know, it's just crazy, dude. Like the reason the internet is so crazy is because it's people.
Yeah.
It's people. People say, man, the internet's crazy. The internet, it's fucking people, dude. It's people. People are fucking stupid as fuck. And they'll never admit it. They'll never, ever fucking look inward. They'll never, ever stop and think, man, I shouldn't have said that to that dude. Yeah. Man, that was fucking mean, dude. What am I doing? Why am I putting out so much hate? They'll never stop and fucking do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're too fucking prideful.
And quick to assume.
Yes. This guy said, I said, hey man, you don't know shit about me. Mm-hmm. You know? He goes, I know everything I need to know about you from this post. Like, what? Mm-hmm. You know everything there is to know about me. You think you know everything you need to know about me. First of all, what the fuck are you going to do, bitch? Mm-hmm. Because you know this about me. You ain't going to do shit. None of you motherfuckers will ever say shit to my face. You know how I know? Because you never have. Not one fucking person ever has. Unless they were fucking coked out or drunk. Mm-hmm. That's the only fucking time. And they got their ass beat. Fuckers. Mm-hmm. So, first of all, you're a bunch of fucking keyboard warrior bitches. Okay? You'll never say it to my face, and you'll never fucking take the time to look inward and look at what the fuck you're saying and doing to sabotage this person. And you said you think you know, or you said you know everything you need to know about me. Dude, you don't know shit. You motherfuckers are talking about that tattooing is a privilege, and you should be honorable, and you should work hard for it. Bitch, you don't know shit. You don't know a fucking thing about me. I went to fucking work in my tattoo shop the day after my mom fucking died, and you think you fucking know me. You don't know shit about me. You're just talking shit because I make you feel insecure because you're a bitch. Or
the tattoos you would sell just to pay for your mom's medicines when she was going through her cancer.
Dude, yes. I fucking tattooed my ass off for 3 fucking days. And I put I put out this flower deal that I was doing $50 flowers for 3 days straight. I was tattooing my fucking ass off to pay for my mom's medicine whenever she was dying from fucking cancer. And y'all motherfuckers just talk shit. You don't know shit about me, dude. You don't know a motherfucking thing. And I'm getting fucking mad and I get pissed off because you bitches, like, this is how you are. This is just how you motherfuckers are, dude. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it not just to me, but to my wife and to other fucking people. And you motherfuckers aren't going to stop. You're just not going to fucking stop, dude. And it makes me fucking mad. And I encourage it, like, if you're listening to this and if you've been that person, dude, let me encourage you to not be that fucking person, man. Just don't fucking be that way. Think before you fucking speak. Think. You don't know fucking, dude, you don't know what these people are going through, bro. You don't know shit. Even if what they're, and dude, it'd be different if I was like caught on camera fucking beating the shit out of my wife or fucking doing some crazy shit like touching a little girl, then dude, talk all this shit to me. Fucking show up and beat the fuck out of me. Put me in prison. Scum. But I'm not a fucking scumbag, dude. I'm telling you my fucking story. Telling you that I didn't get apprenticed. Right? And I'm putting all this shit out there to fight back against this shit, dude. Somebody needs to be a voice of reason. Mm-hmm. Somebody needs to come out and say to put out some more love in this world. Somebody needs to come out with some common fucking sense. Mm-hmm. To push back against all you dumbass motherfucker, play hating ass, bitch made ass motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. And it's me, it's whenever, like how I talk, like the way I'm talking, people hate it. Mm-hmm. But one day, this prophet, this guy, his name's Mike Naden, he spoke over me in the church. He told me, and I'll never forget it. Anytime I start seeing all these comments and all these things about these, when these people talking shit to me and saying all these fucking mean things, I always think back to the moment, he said, God made you bold. Mm-hmm. Keep being bold like a lion.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to let none of you fucking bitches make me less bold because it makes you insecure. My confidence makes you feel like shit about yourself. Me going out and doing things for myself and trying and running a business and opening up this and starting this brand and starting this tattoo shop and hiring employees and me going out, that means I believe in myself. I know that God has my motherfucking back. I know I can do these things. Even if I don't know even if I don't know 100 fucking %, if I can do it, I still fucking try. And you can't fucking do that. And you try to bring me down to stop me from doing it, but fuck you.
Yeah, you have a huge purpose. Look at everything you're doing. Bro, it's just like Pastor said last night, man. I think I texted to you this. You probably didn't see. But he said, you cannot think like a slave and reign like a king.
Yeah, I saw it. It's great. It's great. You can't. The reason he's saying that is because you are going to walk in your life. You are going to be what you think you are. Your life is headed in the direction of your mind. If you are destined to be a millionaire, but you think like a fucking poverty or a homeless man, but you're destined to be a millionaire, you're not going to be a fucking millionaire. You're going to be whatever you think you are. The Bible says that as a man thinks in his heart, that's what he's going to be. Mm-hmm. What this means is whatever a man embraces and grabs onto, what he believes to be true in his heart about himself, that's what he's going to be. And this is why I keep becoming more and more and more and more and more. And you fuckers keep becoming less and less and less and less and less until you fucking die. Because I believe in myself. My wife believes in herself. The reason she was able to have her crazy transformation and come out of the abusive relationship and be a successful single mom and get her own apartment and hold her own job for fucking 13 years and do all these things and overcome and take care of herself is because she believed that she could. Mm-hmm. She believed in herself. She wasn't a fucking, there might have been a little bit of like victimness in it, mm-hmm. but she didn't believe that so much about herself that it caused her not to try.
I was stubborn.
There was a light there.
Up. Yeah, I was stubborn on.
In your mind, you could see the light somewhere at the end of the tunnel. Mm-hmm. And this is, and you could see it. That's why you kept going. Mm-hmm. There's a light that's really fucking small. It's really far away and it's really faint, but there's a light there. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
You know, and you believe you have to be able to believe in yourself to an extent to do those things, to continue to get up and go. Yeah. You have to believe that something's going to come of it. Something's going to happen one day.
Yeah.
Right. The people who don't believe that, they kill themselves.
Yeah. I was just about to say that. It doesn't mean that it wasn't hard for me, mm-hmm. dude, going through some deep times, even having kids, like I was fighting mm-hmm. thoughts, and those thoughts too. I would be driving and I would crave just running my car into a street pole light. Mm-hmm. I would crave them. I would pass by them and my mind would keep, I had this, you know, if you pass by Wendy's and you just want that Baconator, you're craving it. Yeah. I would just crave, like just ram my car into my car. Even those things I had to persevere. Like, no,
not going to do that.
Not going to do that.
No, that's not the right thing.
Yeah. And eventually I got out of that thinking, but mm-hmm. doesn't mean I didn't have hard times and hard moments mm-hmm. like that, because I did. But talking about the criticism, man, I'm at the best part that I've ever been in my life. Like mm-hmm. everything I'm doing, the good I'm doing, being closer to God, period, you know, mm-hmm. Learning more about Jesus and the good things that are happening for me, mm-hmm. the good things that I'm putting out, that I'm getting more criticism now that I'm in this area than I did when I had an open PS case for a year, because I did put my children in danger, mm-hmm. and I didn't even get that much criticism then. Yeah. And I'm not going to say like that was a great thing for me to do, put mm-hmm. my kids in danger like that. Like that was pretty bad. Yeah. If you want to say that was like high key scummy. But I got more criticism. I'm getting more criticism now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's because people are okay with seeing people being down. Yeah. People are okay with people seeing people be down in the fucking dumps. People are okay with seeing people fuck up real bad because it makes them feel better about their shitty life. Mm-hmm. So they're like, and it also gives them something to fucking gossip about, right? It gives them something to fucking talk about behind your back. But whenever you're trying to do something for yourself, whenever you're trying to come up, when you're trying to make something of yourself, that's the things that people don't like to see, because it makes them feel more like shit about themselves. You know, this is why whenever you go on that diet or whenever you start this business or whatever, we'll use the diet, for example, and they start telling you, just eat, just fucking eat. Why are you being so crazy about it? Just eat, just eat, just eat. It's like, no, dude, fuck you. You want me to stay like you. Mm-hmm. Seeing me do this makes you feel like shit about yourself.
Yeah.
And we talk about these kinds of things so fucking often on the podcast because it's important, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Stop and think for a little bit about how you actually fucking feel about yourself instead of projecting it on other people and making them feel like shit. Trying to make them feel like shit. You know, dude, you know, like none of you fucking guys can get to me. Y'all piss me off, but none of your fucking comments make me feel like I suck at tattooing. None of your fucking comments make me want to stop my business. None of the fucking comments, like, dude, I don't give a fuck. I literally do not give two fucking shits.
They're literally mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Like they're just annoying.
You're like a fucking gnat. Just like bugging the fuck out of me. But it's just like, nah. I got work to do, bro. Mm-hmm. You just keep fucking moving, you know? Mm-hmm. Gnats can only get on things that stay in one fucking place. Mm-hmm. This is why you can't stay around me. Because I keep fucking moving every day. And nothing you say is going to make me stop. Nothing you fucking do to me is going to make me stop. I said it before and I'll say it again. If Lucifer, his fucking self, could not stop me, he brought fucking hellfire and brimstone against me. And I fucking crushed that motherfucker's head. Just like the way my king did. Mm-hmm. The only reason I was able to overcome it is because his head has already been crushed by our king. Mm-hmm. If Lucifer himself could not stop me, what the fuck makes you think that you can?
Yeah.
You can't. Mm-mm. Okay? And this is the kind of shit right here. When I'm talking, way I'm talking, you cocky motherfucker. You arrogant, this and that. You egotistical, this and that. Dude, you want me to be that way. You want me to be that way. Because it makes you feel better about yourself. You want me to not be this good. You want me to not, you want it to be coming from a place of negativity, my words. Mm-hmm. But it's coming from a place of confidence. It's coming from a place of goodness. It's coming from a place of me knowing who the fuck I belong to. I belong to Jesus. Mm-hmm. You know? But you motherfuckers have to put this negative shit on it, dude.
Yeah, thank you, Holy Spirit.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, thank you, Holy Spirit. So yeah, man, that's the fucking internet for you, dude. That's people.
Yeah.
The internet is just giving people a fucking platform to talk some shit and hide behind their screen. Mm-hmm. This is how people think. When you go to Walmart, you're surrounded by people. Whenever you go to that rave show, or whenever you go to the gym, or whenever you go to Starbucks, or whenever you go fucking wherever the fuck you're going to go, the rodeo, to a concert, whatever, all these people around you, this is how they think. Do yourself a fucking favor and learn how to think higher. Learn how to be better. Learn how to put a fucking like guard over your fucking mouth. You know, learn how to shut the fuck up and not put evil into this world. Fight against the evil with good. Fight against the hate with love. And not only like love for other people, but love for yourself. Because I can't imagine what these kind of comments and things can do to somebody. Because like I said, I've said this to you in the past, like I'm a very mentally strong person. I understand who I am. I'm very confident, right? There's a lot of people who aren't like that. So I can't imagine what these comments would do to somebody who was already struggling really bad with self-esteem issues and confidence, you know,
and they finally many thoughts in their mind.
Yeah. And they finally felt brave enough to post this thing and tell their story and this and that. And y'all are going to fucking tear them down.
Yeah. It breaks my heart because you don't know what people are going through.
You don't know.
And I guess on the flip side, same for those internet haters, you know, but man, it really is.
Yeah. You're right. That's a really, really good fucking point. All these people talking shit on the internet, putting out so much hate. We also don't know what they're going through. Does it make it right what they do? Fuck no. Two wrongs don't make it right. My mom always used to tell me that, you know, like if my sister would have fucking hit me, my sister BB, that's wrong. And then I hit her back. That's wrong. You know, and my mom would tell me just because she did something wrong to you doesn't mean you do something wrong to her. Two wrongs don't make it right. It makes it double fucking wrong. So just because these people are going through a hard time or going through some shit or hate themselves, it doesn't make that what they're doing in this world by putting out all this hate and being fucking mean to people, it doesn't make it right. But we can learn to like, first of all, you can stand up for yourself. It's okay. You know? Second, you know, we have to find in our hearts to be able to like pray for these people, pray for these kinds of people in this world.
You know, it's hard in that moment.
It's really hard.
You're talking crap about my husband. It
actually gets really, obviously she's my fucking wife. She gets really, really defensive, dude, for me.
I'm coming at verbally, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll pray for you after, but I'm going after your mom, your granny, your greasy granny with a hole in her panties.
Yeah. Damn,
yo,
you just showed her age right there.
I know,
your greasy old granny with the hole in her panties.
I'll pray after, but God's still working on me.
Yeah. Hey, God's working on all of us, you know? And if you want to be judgmental, like, bro, fuck off. But yeah, man, you got to think about what these people are going through as well. That's one thing that Ashley really, really taught me a lot in the beginning of our relationship. She would always say, you know, like, if somebody was being mean or rude or fucking weird or would say something to them, she would always say, man, they're probably having a really bad day. And I'd be like, man, fuck them. You know, but she'd always be like, they're probably having a really bad day. You know, like, you know, just kind of like having a lens of like giving somebody the benefit of the doubt. And I don't know if that's the right term, but just giving somebody some grace, just giving them some grace too, dude. You know, like that's one thing that she kind of helped me kind of like slow down a little bit and look at, you know, like, man, this person's probably really, really having a hard fucking time, you know?
You have to. I've seen too much stuff, especially at the bank, working with money. I mean, dude, money is everything.
Yeah.
It's your family, it's your marriage, it's your businesses, it's your job, it's your survival. So like the banking industry, I saw so much.
Yeah.
Man, so much.
Yeah. Like there's a lot tied into money, right?
Yeah.
A lot of things like fucking insurance checks and they got in a car accident or so-and-so died and I'm collecting this money. I'm trying to get this money. My house burned down or we're getting a divorce. We have to do this bank account thing or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. One time this customer, he had a check and everyone was just passing him off. And he was really frustrated. And no, he was not the brightest bulb. No, not so much that, but the brightest energy. Like everyone just wants to help him. He's so pleasant.
Oh, okay.
You know, everyone hates whenever you're going to the bank and you can't cash your check. Well, I kind of sat him down at my desk. I was like, hey, come over here at my desk. Let's talk. And I found out he needed that check for his kid's chemo treatment. He was 5 years old. His kid had cancer.
Man.
And I'm like, man, everyone's being such an not helpful to him. Yeah. You know, and it's like, you just don't know what people are going through.
You would be the person to help him, man.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. We had an old district manager. And everyone was like, man, he's just changed. He's so different. He's not so friendly and talkative with us no more. It's because he's climbing up the ladder, this and that. And then we find out his wife has cancer. Like he's not the most, he didn't have that big light like he used to. He's not well. He's trying. And it's like, man, you're judging all this. And then I find out his wife has cancer. And I'm like, obviously I knew he's obviously going for something because I knew this man for a very long time. He was my district manager since like, I don't know, like at that time it was like 8 years. But it's like, come to find out his wife had cancer. And I was just like, oh, okay. And they had small kids at the time.
Yeah, dude. Good Lord. Yeah. Those are really like insightful things, baby. Those are things that are important to think about, man. Like
people have told me
fucking say like, oh, he's doing good for himself now, so he's too good for us now. He doesn't care about us. He doesn't talk to us anymore. Yeah. And it's like, dude, you don't know shit. That's why I tell all you fucking people on the internet, a lot of the comments, I'll just leave a little middle finger, like the emoji, or I'll tell them all the time, like, you don't know shit about me, dude. And I say that because you don't. You don't know fucking thing about me. And you don't know anything about anybody else either, man. You don't know what people are going through,
Yeah.
But the internet is what were you going to say something, baby?
Oh no, I was just going to say that I do see things with what I've been told that, and I'm not going to disagree with it, but I've been told that I could be a little naive to stuff and to people and like see things with the rose colored glasses. I've been told that, but I really do try to give people the benefit of the doubt. And even though sometimes people or things can annoy me, but I try to see that on the positive side.
Yeah. I mean, you're only human, dude.
Yeah.
It's one thing to be annoyed with somebody. There's one thing to be feeling a type of way or having a bad day or whatever, but it's another thing to just put out fucking hate and to be really fucking mean, just like a mean person. You're not a mean person. I'm not a mean person, regardless of what you fucking people think of me. I'm a really nice fucking guy. I know I don't look like it, but I am. I know I don't always talk like it, but I would never go out of my fucking way to be mean to somebody for no reason, to bring them down for no reason. That's not who I am.
That's not your character.
No,
that's not my character.
It's not Ashley's character.
It doesn't mean my character is not to be jealous. My character is not to be mean. Will I be jealous time from time? Yes. Will I be mean time from time? Yes. But to the core of who I am, that's not
who we are.
Not perfect.
It's not. We had this girl who just signed up at our gym, come in yesterday. She wanted to upgrade and, get personal training and all this stuff. And she goes, man, Joe, this place, talking about the gym, for those of you who don't know, like our podcast room is upstairs in our gym. So if you ever hear some clanging and banging or hear somebody counting in the gym, it's probably, our personal trainer or just people working out, but she came to this place, or she came here yesterday and she was like, man, Joe, this place, you and your wife, man, she was like, y'all helped me so much. And she's only been here for a fucking week, but you can tell that it was like her heart. She meant it with her heart. Like, that we've helped her so much. And I told her, this is why we're here. We're here to help people. We're not here to have this biggest, fanciest, most fucking LED lights everywhere and fucking the fanciest gym machines and all this shit. Yeah, we're gonna have some nice shit eventually, and we're doing good for ourselves and all that. And we want things to grow and be nicer and have a better presentation for our business. But the ultimate reason why we're here is for people like that. And she said, your wife is so amazing. And I said, I know. That's why I married her. And she was looking at me. She was looking at me like, man, you don't understand. She was like, your wife is so awesome. She's so great. And I said, man, she's a very beautiful human being. And I said, thank you for saying that. I'm going to tell her, and, we're helping these fucking people. You can tell that she meant it with her heart, that us giving her a place here, us talking to her, making these videos, they helped her so much in just a week of time, less than a week. She's been here. And, this makes everything that we put out, all the criticism that we get, all the hard fucking days, all the tears, all the blood, all the money, all the sweat, the hundreds of thousands of dollars that we invest, it makes it all fucking worth it. Whenever these people come and say thank you with watery eyes and saying that we changed their fucking lives, when we pray for them, whenever they go to our church, when their whole fucking life is turned around, all the shit talking that you motherfuckers do and all the hate that we receive in criticism. We don't do it for y'all. We do it for them.
Yeah.
And it makes it all fucking worth it.
And we couldn't have unless we went through all of that.
Right.
Because, man, I think of that, what she said about me, that my spirit is beautiful. Like, it really does. And I could say this the wrong way, but you know how they say, like, there's a rose coming out of, like, the concrete split? Like, whenever you had all that concrete poured at you and you could still rise up and be a beautiful rose. Because, man, like, if I didn't go through a lot of stuff I've been through, at the age of 8, at the age of 17, 22, 27, like, then I wouldn't be that for somebody.
Yeah, you couldn't be that.
I couldn't.
You couldn't give
to go through all that.
Yeah, in order for you to be able to give somebody healing through your hands, through your touch, and through your speaking, you have to have that within you. You had to have gone through it to be able to give it.
Yeah, and not only that, but God really does. Like, if you look at all those moments where you wanted to give up and something ironic happened, somebody gave you, some random person told you something, you heard something. It's crazy looking back at it and you're like, man, God, thank you. I know I told you, like, earlier in the podcast that I would crave running into lights, Yeah. I remember one day I had a telephone poles, light poles, that I was just driving and I was really spiraling. Like, I don't know. It was the worst time I ever had. And the last time I dealt with that. But I remember I was driving and I was spiraling so much and the radio was playing and I heard this song and it was super catchy. I hadn't heard it and it was Cardi B. It was that song that goes, I like it like that.
Oh, he's so handsome. What's his name?
That song had just dropped.
Yeah.
Apparently, because I never heard it. And I was just driving crying and I was like having a big, not so good moment. I wanted us to not keep going.
Yeah.
And I heard that song and something in me, I started quieting everything and just listening to it. And it was so catchy. And I was like, man. And then I
Yeah.
just started like smiling out of nowhere. I don't know what it was about that song. And I was like, wait, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And freaking who knows, Cardi B saved my life.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. And Cardi
And it's
B
just
is
those little, it sounds silly, but it's those little moments that you're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
It sounds
God
so
can
ironic.
use, God can use anything and anybody to pull you out. Man.
Even Cardi B.
Even Cardi B.
Yeah.
And Cardi B, say whatever the fuck you want to say about her, but she proclaims Jesus as king. And she is anointed.
Yeah,
she's an anointed woman.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what y'all say about her. I fuck with Cardi and I fuck with Nicki.
Yeah.
You know, she does have a heart for Jesus. I know she's twerking and doing all these things and fucking talking shit, but so do I.
So do I twerk. I'm a great twerker.
Bitch, don't be fucking judging motherfuckers. The Bible says that I have sheep that are not of this fold. I'm one of those sheep. I don't fit into the fucking fold that y'all want me to. You know, I don't talk how the way y'all want me to. I don't look how the way y'all want me to. Anyways.
And I feel super like I can do a big cry.
Yeah? I wonder why, baby.
I don't know. I guess just hearing about your mom and our perseverances and just super humbled, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why this episode is making me feel really heavy in a good way, in a happy way, in a grateful,
joyful,
in a great joyful, yes, in a great humble way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. These are the clips that will get no views.
Yeah.
That clip right there. Those are the clips that will get no views. Those are the clips that will not get, people don't give a fuck about.
Which I love those way more.
Yeah. But they only give a shit about the clips where we seem too overly confident. But y'all don't see this shit. Y'all don't give a fuck about this because this is not what goes viral.
I'm so sick of the word viral.
Fuckers. Yeah,
I'm
I know.
Sick about it. It's so what is that word? When something's not as cool as people make it seem, overrated.
Yeah. It's super fucking overrated, dude. Like I was just talking about that, like my clip going, it didn't go viral, but it was for sure like fucking, it's still going. I wake up every morning with new followers and comments, people talking shit, you know, sharing to the story, whatever. It's still going. It's been like fucking 2 weeks already. But yeah, it's not all it's cracked up to be. You know, you got to be a bad motherfucker to learn how to deal with that shit all the time and just take it. You know. But
that confidence that rose Jesus from the dead is in the confidence. That power that's in Jesus to rise from the dead is in us, like he taught me.
The same power is within us. And we got to learn to tap into the power. It's not just going to happen. You have to tap into it. The Bible says, seek first the kingdom of God. And one thing that people don't understand is that the word seek, it's an action word. You have to do, you have to dig, you have to go after it. You have to put some effort into it. Seeking is not passive. Seeking is not casual. Seeking is diligent. Seeking, you have to do something. So fucking do it. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for watching the Joeking podcast. Thank you to my beautiful co-host. I love you.
I love you too, baby.
Fuck yeah. All right. Love you guys. As always, y'all keep it fucking G. All right.